Well, hello, stampers. My goodness. Yeah, this is part of life, right? Clearing your throat and not being quite ready to get started. Anyway, it is Monday morning and it is time for my Cheer Corner video. So I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Chatham, Ontario, Canada, but I have the unique privilege of often being in the Netherlands, and that will soon change to being in the Netherlands most of the time, but running my Canadian business from here and also running a small Dutch, actually European Stampin' Up! Business as well. I'm getting married to a beautiful, beautiful man from the Netherlands who I first met when I was 17. And so you just never know how your life is going to go and what amazing things can happen. So my Cheer Corner video is something I do every week because I really believe that we can change the world one card at a time. The power of happy mail is real. It's quite a delight, even for someone who makes cards every day, to go to the mailbox and get a card that someone made for you. And not only did they make this card with you in mind, they also write a nice note inside. And that is also a very important part of it. So as I make this card with you, please think about who you want me to send this card to and nominate this person in the comments, either on my Facebook page or directly on YouTube. Your comments mean the world to me. It's how we connect. And yeah, so I just thought I'd put that out there. If you're watching on my YouTube channel, please be sure to give me a thumbs up if you've liked the video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more content. Now let's go, and I'll try to talk and stamp at the same time. I'm going to show you first what inspired me. So this is the card that inspired me. But like you, I don't have everything here in Holland. My stamp room is growing here in Holland, but I still don't have everything. I don't have as much as I do in Canada. So in Canada, I have the daisy punch. And yeah, so I would have loved to make it with the daisies, but I like clean and simple cards. So my card is going to be a little simpler than this. These, I've already cut this out. This is from the Fancy Frames dies. So here I have it. There's 2 dies that cut these out. And take a peek. Fancy Frames dies, item number 159176. And I've put them on a magnetic sheet so I don't lose them. And so this, I just think they're beautiful, really lovely. You can sponge over this to make it any color you want, or you can cut it out of cardstock. You can cover some of it up or use the whole thing. Now for this background, I was thinking, see how it's a light blue polka dot? I don't have that paper. I don't know if they made it. I didn't even look, okay? But I have 2 options in my arsenal. One is this paper here. And this is the paper that's free with the celebration purchase. It's called Rings of Love, Ring with Love. But see, I really love the Granny Apple green with the Ladybug. But that green just doesn't quite go with the green in this paper. So I'm not sure if I'm going to go with this. And then I thought, well, I could use another celebration item. There's this paper. And I actually forget what it's called. It's a 6x6 paper. And it comes in gold and in silver. And I'm going to try and emboss resist with this. Okay, so I'm going to get a sponge, what do you call this? A blending brush. I'm going to use Balmy Blue. And then we're going to see how this works and if I like it or not. So this is really nice because you can customize it to anything that you need. You can leave it plain. So you don't need to watch me do this whole thing. So I'm going to use the magic of technology and you'll catch up with me in a minute. Okay, so I have my sponging done and you'll notice that I've left it a little bit white in the middle. That's because I'm being a little bit lazy. This is going to get covered up anyway, so there's no need. Now I am taking some toilet paper. You can use Kleenex as well, but I have discovered that the Dutch are a hardy lot and I haven't found super soft Kleenexes yet, facial tissues. Their Kleenexes aren't much softer than toilet paper, and in fact, if you get really nice toilet paper, it's softer than a Kleenex. I used to make fun of Gerard. He was blowing his nose with paper towels, and I said, "Are you out of your mind? You're going to ruin your nose." I said, if people could see you in Canada blowing your nose with a paper towel, they would laugh, like they would think you were crazy. Well, the paper towels are about just as soft as Kleenexes here, so it's a cheaper way to go. All right, now look at this. Look at what I did. This is my heavy duty white cardstock. And I'm telling you, take your cardstock out of the packaging, because I had taken it only halfway out of the packaging and the label on the front of my cardstock had come loose and it got stuck to the cardstock. And I could have thrown it out, but I'm just going to cover the whole thing up. Now, you might notice that this card is a little longer and slimmer than in Canada. I am all out of my American size paper for my thick white, which is 8.5 by 11. In Europe, it's a little skinnier and a little longer. So this is, the card front measures 10.5 centimeters by 14.8 centimeters, okay? And we'll see how it turns out. It'll be just a little longer and skinnier than at home, okay? So you might get a little bit more of double measurements from me as I go. I have to learn to use the A4 size cardstock because that's what's available here. So I'm using liquid adhesive so I can slide it around so this fits on perfectly. And now for this, we're going to use the silicone mat trick. So silicone mat, a little bit of liquid adhesive, and then a sponge. Where is my sponge baggie? So you want to keep your sponges for glue in a little baggie. So here's my little baggie, and this has just been saved from some Stampin' Up! Embellishments that come in a baggie. Just save those. Flatten out your glue, and then flip this upside down, and then gently daub your glue on here. And then you get no oozing. Let me get that out of the way. Now I haven't forgotten Plan B, which is that other paper. I'm going to show you the difference. There. Pat it down. And now take a peek. We have this, like so. Or I should put this on a white card base as well. Or this. And you know what? I think I actually like it better on the pattern paper. So I'm going to save this for another purpose. We're going to do the same thing here. There's not that much green in this piece, so it worked. This is the other side. That would look nice as well on a different card. Maybe not with this green. See, it would look nice. Maybe with a vanilla piece. Anyway, that's just another option. It's beautiful paper, don't you think? Yes. And it's free with a $60 purchase. Celebration is on right now from till the end of August. And there are free things that you can choose, including this paper. There's paper, stamp sets, dies. If you go on my blog, thepamperedstamper.com, on the right-hand side, there'll be a celebration flyer that you can click on, and then you can see all the options. Okay, so now I want to stamp something on here, and I'm going to show you as well about the ladybug. So what I've done, I'm using my handy dandy Stamparatus tool. I have this punch. So I just looked at my recording time. I wanted to pause the camera for a minute while I found my little thing to stamp my saying on, and it looks like I may have missed a chunk of recording. I'm really hoping not, but who knows. Anyway, I'm going to use the saying, may your greatest wish come true. And the reason for that is that the ladybug, here it is in Dutch. It's called a geluksbrengetje, or at least that's what they've called it here. Some people feel that ladybugs are a good luck charm. So when you see a ladybug, you make a wish. And so, yeah, that's kind of fun. So why not? So let's have a look. Here it is. So we'll lay this in here. And I've decided I want the ladybug to be at the bottom. So I'm going to put my words at the top. And I'm going to put them right in the middle. Like so. And I want to stamp them in black. I want this to be a really, oh, see, and I'm looking on my grid and it's just slightly crooked. There. I want this to be a really clean and simple card, and I love the black and white, the crispness of it. So in the catalog sample, the words were stamped in a really odd color, which some people might love because it's unusual. And I don't even need to do this again, I don't think. It looks pretty crisp. Okay. I'm not going to play with that. Looks good. Yeah, it was in like an orchid color or something, orchid opulence. You could even pop this up if you wanted to. I'm not sure. And then I want my ladybug to be like so. And so it's just a very clean and simple card. Yeah. And you know, in case I did miss something, I'm going to show you, after I've got this card together, I'm going to show you again how I made the ladybug, because I think that's the part that I missed. So yeah, we are going to pop this up. I think that'll look nice. So I have some leftover pieces that I'm just going to put on the bottom. You can use all your edge pieces. So don't waste any of it. Don't throw it out when you get to this piece. You can cut them too to make them smaller if you don't want to use the whole piece. Don't forget to remove your backings. I have done that in the past. Make sure it's not upside down. There. And now I'm going to, actually, I don't think I'm going to pop up the ladybug. The ladybug's going to go on flat. So a little bit of liquid adhesive. And if you want the saying to be different for the card for the cheer corner, just let me know. It's not a biggie. But you know what? We all have secret wishes. And I want to tell you about one of mine, actually. Years ago, my daughter had a motorcycle, but it was kind of like, you didn't have to change gears at all. It was kind of like an oversized scooter, but it was pretty big. And it was kind of like a Vespa on steroids. And I really wanted to, I thought, I was really excited about it. I wanted to give it a whirl. I wanted to take it for a spin. And when I tried, I was deathly afraid. We lived on a gravel road and I just didn't dare do it. And I was so disappointed in myself. It was like this little dream died. It's like it was something, I'm looking for my cleaner now. It was like something I wanted to do, and all of a sudden I didn't dare do it. And I thought, oh, oops. So I told Gerard this because I've been booting around on the scooter with him. So I've punched out the ladybug out of here. And now I'm going to show you, I'll punch another one. I had done that earlier, so then you can just punch as many as you want. You've got your template, and you punch it also out of black. I did a black one. Put the wings back in here. Oh, just wait, not the wings yet. No. Take your stamp, lay it in the negative space. There. And then I'm just making sure it looks good. There we go. Anyway, I told him about that whole incident, and he said, you know what? He said, you can do this. I'll teach you. So now I'm going to ink that up in red. And I was really scared. He said, you know what, baby steps. He first showed me all the things on like how to, the brakes, and oh, no. Sorry about that, guys. That was my uncle calling, and I just wasn't sure. He was calling from Holland. That's my dad's youngest brother. So I just thought I need to answer that. I usually turn my phone off, but I forgot. So we're doing the wings again, and I apologize if this is the second time, but if it is, well, you'll have a really good lesson on how to do this. So you'll see that, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, and you will see that it's not a great image. You see how it's a little polka dotty? That's why I'm using the Stamparatus. I can add another layer of ink, see, like so, and I think it might have moved, I don't know. I'm going to find out. Did a little bit, but that's okay. And now, it's a slightly impressionist ladybug now. Now we're going to add the little dots because he needs some black dots, right? So I'm flipping my hinged thing, my plate on my Stamparatus. I'm laying the dots on where they need to go. There. That looks about right to me. Pick it up with the hinge. Just going to make sure it's there. Now we'll ink it up in Memento Black. And then you'll have seen everything that I need to show you. Yeah, there we go. That looks quite good. It's okay that there's a little white shadow. When you stamp in person and not with a video, you'll be right above your Stamparatus, not doing it on an angle. But you'll see how nice that is. So here is my finished card. I think it turned out quite well. Let's zoom out. Oops. And let me show you something else before I finish this. Oh, yeah, I was telling a story about the scooter. Yes. So I got a scooter lesson, and now after a few little micro lessons, my first time I had a really hard time turning, but that's because Gerard was sitting on the back. So he took me, he said, you know, go by yourself. And he showed me, you know, and I did it. And I'm just so, so happy that I've overcome a trauma that I was, you know, this thing that I was dreaming about, my wish. And with some patient help and a little bit of courage and little baby steps, I did it. And it just feels so, so good. So here's the Dutch set, geluksbrengetjes. And here it is in English. And then see, here are some of the other stamps. Here's the ladybug that's walking, the big leaf, and the daisy. So that daisy, I don't know if it exactly coordinates with the daisy punch, but that would be pretty awesome. And then you can just punch it out. And here he is in black with some little dots. So it's a really fun stamp set. And actually, I want to share a box with you that I made. So hold on just a minute. So here is the box that I made. Isn't it so cute? This black and white gingham was part of host paper last year, but this is just the thing that slides off. And I have a tutorial for boxes, and this is one of them. So if you spend $60 with me online, you will get the tutorial to make this box and a whole pile of other boxes. How much fun is this? And see how the lid is on an angle? So it just goes up like this. I was super proud of myself that I made this box. And then this is just a belly band that goes around. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I think it's stinking adorable. Anyway, I just want to thank you so much for joining me for the Cheer Corner video today. I hope you had fun. I hope that I've maybe inspired you to try something again that scared the crap out of you and that you couldn't do a while ago. And you know what? With the right person to help you along, you can do it. So that's my Cheer Corner for you today. And I'm looking forward to see who you nominate to get this card. Have a super day. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. Give me a thumbs up. Share it on social media. All those things help me to grow my business, to stay active as a demonstrator, and to continue doing these wonderful videos for you. All right. We are a stamping community. Have a great day. Bye.